You. Dámy a pánové, já si tomu pokračování naší série na hru Council. A musíme najít Sira Holma, svýho strajdu. Mortimerovi nevyšel plán podle plánu, tak to tady celý zmrazil, otrávil svýho bráchu a teď se to tady tak nějak jako postupně všechno sype.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
Holy shit.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here?
Mám stejnou otázku.
I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
Organa... Affinities, co to kurva je? Spojení.
I need to keep an eye on them. Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Okay. Která z těch dvou je kurva Emily a která je Emma?
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well...
Okay, takže ty seš Emily. Tamhle to je Emma. No, čas na zápisníček. Takže Emma, Emily a já. Tak to je Emma. To je Emily. To jsem já.
Son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
That's not really Elizabeth. It's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Jakože Mortimer by měl být mezi Holmem a Elizabeth? Dobře, moje máma má být vedle mě.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
Já si myslím, že takhle. Tenhle je jediný, s kterým nemůžu interagovat, takže by ten jediný byl, vole, dobře. Jo, a takhle s ním hejbat zase můžu. Já prostě s ním nemůžu mluvit, aha, takže to nic neznamená. Nebo mají být jako úplně obráceně, že? A to by Snad jedno, ne? Aha, není. Je to úplně stejný, akorát jsem to otočil, ale zleva doprava, zleva. Třeba bych najít trochu medíku.
They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming.
To se mi teď asi
As
nepovede.
soon as I found the exit.
Jako můžu se tady zkusit podívat, ale pochybuju, když jsem v Holmově mysli, že mi tady nechá medíček. No, nevypadá to, jdeme dál. Mind Jail, skutku. Kde to jsem teď? Je tady tma. To je pokoj Emily. Nebo Emmy.
My own sister. I should have left her to die when the Tsarina caught her. I really am so stupid. It was obvious that she would betray me one day. That bitch.
Emily?
Louis? Louis! Who on earth is... Louis, where are you? I can't see you.
In front of you, Emily.
She can't see me?
Louis, are you dead too?
It's complicated.
I thought Emma killed you.
Oh, yes, that's right. She still doesn't know everything I found out.
I feel responsible for what happened to you, Emily.
Jakoby
I made a
doslova za to
mistake.
můžeš.
I've been thinking it over. No one forced her, Louis. She would have ended up doing it in another place, another time, but she still would have done it. But I thought, how is it that you are here? Can you move around?
Nemůžu.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to explain what's happening to us, Emily. Believe me, I'm just as lost as you are.
But you can move around.
Maybe because I'm not dead.
If you are here without being dead, then there must be a way out. Help me, Louis.
Jo,
I
ale
am begging you, help me.
Clearly, it seems like there must be some way of getting you out of here.
Ale
So
pro tebe
technically,
ne.
yes, I don't see what could stop you.
Do you really think so?
Oh, nothing much surprises me now. I must go.
Wait, don't leave me. For pity's sake, Louis.
But I must if I'm to find a solution. Be brave, Emily.
Yes, I understand. I trust you.
I'll be back for you, I promise.
Louis? Help! Don't leave me! Louis! Louis! Come back!
I must be quick.
I
My
am
memories.
sorry.
I'm losing my sense of who. Louis? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste.
Kurva, jak to mám udělat podle tebe?
He broke the rules! And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
Sara.
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
Do píči.
And coincidentally,
Dobrý, já už slyšel jsem to asi 3krát.
and the cherry on the cake. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I do myself. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
And the cherry on the cake
Dobrý, holmé, kurva, drž piču.
cursed tea.
Tamhle je taky něco, ale... Tak jo, někde to musí mít začátek.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. Poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
No, not yet.
Začínám být jako zmatený víc než kdy předtím.
Ah, Charles François. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice.
Ah, Charles François. What an adventure.
I'm getting carried away here. I must concentrate on the important memories, the ones that led home into this situation.
Ok. Takže tohle mě nezajímá. To je dobře, protože mě to fakt nezajímá. Tohle taky ne.
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Managed to swindle Lafayette for the damage he did to the
To
Western
zní povědomě.
So full of remorse once it was done, I don't really regret making you steal the necklace and end up in a convent.
Ní.
Dear Countess...
Dobrý, držu hubu, kurva. Takže zatím to jsou teda... Tyhle tři to vypadá.
I must speak to you. France. So much effort. So much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion. I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat. And that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war.
To je asi taky irrelevantní, ne?
France. So much effort. So much.
That's not the right direction.
Přesně tak. Taky myslím.
It was a trap. It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is
the
the
Hillsborough
first event that brought
sisters.
home here.
He knew it.
Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Dobře. To asi nebude ono.
Of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen.
Jo, to ne.
Always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees. And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
I must have missed a memory.
Dobře. Ale tohle bude teda taky důležitá vzpomínka. Takže jasně, mluví se tam o Elizabeth.
He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter.
Ne.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we...
What have I missed?
Dobře, ne. Takže první vzpomínka je o Hillsborough sestrách. Trošku píču. Tak možná, že by to byl ten druhý obraz? To by dávalo možná smysl. Že prostě pak zase pozval Emily, aby našla svoji sestru, která se ještě nestratila.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. Supposedly to
I'm
find
on the right track here.
Je. Takže teď to musí být ta první.
Be quick.
Ježíš Maria, dělám co můžu. Co je tohle? OK, tak neříkej mi to. Follow.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
Ano.
I'm getting closer to him.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And the cherry on the cake. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
Ne.
The cherry on the cake.
Tak možná to s tou Elizabeth teda?
Cursed tea.
To bylo ale někde jinak. Halo?
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
Ale kde to bylo? Kurva.
Didn't want to believe it.
To tady na mě mluví hlasy, vole, ze všech směrů, kurva. Tohle ne. Tohle?
And he cut me off from our father,
Yes.
and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared, I recalled Sparta.
Ježíš, přestaň rikolovat Spartaka. Takže teď to musí být cherry, jasně. Cherry on the cake.
And the cherry on the cake. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his
Uh,
cursed tea.
No. Co prosím? Jak jako, že to není ono, teď on tam říká cherry.
France, so much effort, so much wasted time.
No dobře, no tak poslední musí být tamhleto, kdy mluví o tom, že mě chystá, vole,
Called Sparta.
že mě chystá na jatka, na povraždění.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually
the end
take
here.
months to give children.
Já jsem si teda jako myslel, že ta pátá bude poslední, vole. Dobře, no takže tam tu mám, tuhle mám, tahle je mi k hovnu. Tuhle mám. Tahle je mi k hovnu. No tak teď to musí být ona. Takže hovnu. Tahle je doslova poslední, co zbývá. Nic dalšího tady není. Mi furt řekni, že to není ono, vole.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body. Cut off all communication with father. And brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly!
Dobře, ale... Kde seš? Vole, kurva. Emancipated. Jsem já. Proč ta posedlost ale křesťanským folklorem? Čau? Máš se? Rejdo?
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind.
Jo,
He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
Tady se dějou nějaký nelegální praktiky přímo před mýma očima.
He's here.
I can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
Jesus Christ.
Just in front of you. I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
Máš to kopí.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
Sorry, I'm going to follow Mortimer. I neither believe in him nor in Mortimer. No, jakoby ne, no.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you, nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
Louis,
Plans.
it's over for me. It's up to you now to protect our family. Find your sister, Louis. She'll know what to do.
What are you saying?
Find her.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
Probíhni ho.
Will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be punished.
Nom nom. On ho zabil. Před mýma očima. I've couldn't met Asahel? Kdo to kurva je? I chose to surf on the humans. Kdo to kurva je Asahel? Nevím, jdem dál. Máme ještě čas a už jsme na konci. Jo, ještě mám čas si něco přečíst, ale kdybych měl co? Do piče. Asahel. Asahel. Kdo by to mohl být?
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back?
Kde jsou
Where are the
všichni?
guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively.
Do piči.
Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
Jakoby já nemám moc bodů, takže
In any
OK.
case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Home told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emma will be able to help me.
On nemyslel Sáru? Join Lady Hillsborough in her room to ask for her help. A se mi teď hodí, vole, knížka. Ale... Když říkal, že ji poslal pryč? Tudy? Jo.
Well, I hope Emma is fully recovered.
Seš v pohodě? Co tam někdo je?
Emma, excuse me for turning up like...
Louis, your timing is perfect.
I'm not so sure. Home is dead.
Killed by Mortimer?
I saw it with my own eyes, but you don't seem surprised. Can you explain?
Sorry, there's not enough time to.
Looks like she's better.
Louis, I have brought Emily back from the ether.
I beg your pardon?
It was the last thing Home did, as if to give us a chance of making it through. He guided me step by step just before he disappeared. Unfortunately, I could only bring her back in the body of a servant.
No, jako... Co je její staré tělo?
And how does she feel about it?
Right now, she's asleep next door. I must say that between that and all I had to tell her to sum up the situation, it was rather a lot to take in. But she should feel better soon. Let's just give her a bit more time.
Furt
I
zní
don't
jako
want to rush
šíleně.
you, but time is short.
Jo.
We are in great danger.
Ano.
When Holmes sensed his death was imminent, he warned me that we would be next.
It was to be expected.
But why attack us?
Good God! I know what he's thinking. He's obsessed with Cronus and Zeus.
That's true, but what's the connection?
He thinks he's both. Now one, now the other.
What do you mean?
Looking at the statue in the Great Hall, it's easy to imagine him as Zeus. And by doing away with his brother, he's about to start a war of the gods. I'll bet he's planning to attack his father, Emma. And besides that, he also thinks he's Cronus, devouring his children to ensure that none of his sons will turn against him.
Já to
In
říkal.
mythology, Kronos doesn't attack his daughters, if I remember rightly.
Are you serious? Do you really want to take that chance?
No, I was just saying. You can count on us. You wouldn't know how to defeat an ancient, child-eating, all-powerful demon, would you?
Well, believe it or not, he gave me the answer himself. We're gonna need the blood from a demon older than him. And it just so happens that I have the Holy Lance. It touched the blood of Christ.
What's the connection? You're not trying to say that Christ is...
I'll have to ask you to trust me on this one. Once this is over, we'll all have a few bones to pick, but for the time being...
All right, we'll follow you.
Good. Let's go then.
Mám doslova jeden effort point.
Are you sure you're ready? You're all right?
Yes, I feel a lot better. It's all a bit strange.
Sister, I believe we're ready for the end game.
Fakt bych chtěl ještě někde najít trošku medíku, jo. Čau, Emily.
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
No.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Jdeme na to, není na co čekat.
Let's get it over with.
Pojďme mu nakopat prdel. Určitě to bude jednoduchý.
Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father.
Emily, you brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
Surprise,
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Do piči.
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
You creatures are pitiful. Tell me, Emma, are you sure you are right to bring your sister back in that grotesque body?
Asi nebude fungovat, já pochybuju, že na něj bude fungovat cokoliv. Takže...
Careful, Emma! He's trying to manipulate you!
Please tell me he's lying, right? You won't try anything against me afterward, right?
Of course not. How can you doubt me? She spent her life creating this identity, day after day, playing the main role. And now you think she's going to accept becoming your servant?
How can I believe you? It was always you who chose what we wore. You always chose where we lived. I was naive to think you would ever let me have a life.
Damn it. Emma's starting to have doubts. No,
Yo,
Emma,
Peachy.
look at us. This is exactly what he wants. Don't let him into your mind. If we stick together, we can beat him.
Emily, you have always been the dominant one. And you expect me to believe that you're now going to simply hand over your whole life's work? You can't fool me, my girl. I can read you like a book.
Emma, remember? Remember everything you shared together. Remember all the times you counted on each other. You were united like no one else can be.
Stay concentrated, Emma.
Count on me, sister.
Great.
Ne,
We're
díky
supporting
bohu.
each other. As long as Emma doesn't falter.
Emma, my dear daughter, let me help you. You have won. Look, you have it all. You are Duchess Hillsborough. You are rich.
Shut the
you are
fuck
young,
up.
Beautiful, influential. I'm so proud of you. You are the one I've been waiting for. You know what she's like. You know she harbors vengeance in her heart. She'll never let you have all this to yourself. Never. I beseech you. Let me help you. Let me protect you, darling.
He doesn't love you, he wants to devour us. Remember what Home told us, Emma, look at her, trust your sister.
Don't listen to him, Emma. Ever since the beginning, the only thing he's ever wanted is to devour us. Look what he did to his own brother.
I would never lay a finger on her. She is my pride and joy. You're
Sure.
the one who's trying to manipulate her, Louis. You're the one who convinced her to stand here in front of me, hoping to kill me. You are peddling the lie to anyone who will listen that my sole desire is to devour your spirits. But where on earth did you get that idea?
From what you did to Gregory. And then there's the paintings.
What? What paintings?
Saturn devouring his children?
What? Do you mean to say your entire plan rests on a feeble interpretation of my paintings?
No.
Is this some kind of joke? Emma, Emily, is this the kind of talk he's been using to persuade you to kill me?
Yes,
He stares a while at my paintings, and the only thing he comes up with is that, obviously, I must be a disgusting child murderer. Please, is that the only possible conclusion? None of you considered that perhaps I might be nothing more than a collector enamored with a particular style? No, of course not. Let's all just agree I'm a cannibal instead. That makes it so much simpler. Louis.
He has a point, Louis.
Joe
You're the one who brought us
Peachy.
here. Why? Tell us why we shouldn't believe him. This is all your fault.
Kurva.
No, Emma. Stay concentrated.
To hell with your plan!
Emma!
Louis manipulated us, Emily! Open your eyes for crying out loud!
Stop! Emma, no! What on earth are you doing?
Let him deal with Father himself! It is not my problem!
Louis, no! I should never have trusted you again. We've lost everything because of you.
Here, my daughter. I'm proud of you. You know what to do if you want to make sure she never betrays you again.
Von Volner tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory.
Nah.
The Duchess remained close for a few years to the royal couple, until George III's health inexplicably worsened. She suddenly vanished from the royal court upon the advent of the regency of the Prince of Wales, George IV. His Eminence Piaggi, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic commitments. Fascinated by the techniques of exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Sarah de Richet threw herself from the Pont des Arts into the River Seine before a crowd of dumbfounded bystanders just a few days after her son's return to Paris. He spoke of his aging mother's recent depression and took over the running of the Golden Order, whose expansion was rapid. On his return to Paris, Peyrou gave himself up to his peers of the revolutionary courts. He admitted to being implicated in several state corruption cases. Found guilty of treason toward the Republic, he was executed without a trial. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
To je furt dost. Několik měsíců. I was possessed by Lord Mortimer. I did not take Alazif back to the continent. I failed to kill Lord Mortimer. I failed to leave Ireland safe and sound. I got help from Hillsborough Sisters to confront Lord Mortimer. Můžu to udělat znova a dát si jako lepší ending? Mně se tohle totiž vůbec nelíbí. No jasně. Skip.
He did not. What? I didn't. But you see, therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
What happened in the ether?
I surpassed him.
Aha,
In any
dobře.
case,
Jo, tak jo. Speedrun.
Well, I hope.
Killed by Mortimer?
How'd you know that?
Holm. He
Look, I bet.
Unfortunately, I could only bring her back in the
Are
body
you
of a
serious?
servant.
You brought her back in the body of a man?
Have you seen many women on the island? No. So I had to make do, and anyway, she'll have all the time she needs to find another body if we get out of here alive. I don't think now is the right time to be cherry-picking bodies. I don't want to rush you, but time is short. We are in great danger. When Holmes sensed his death was imminent,
It was.
but why attack us?
Tohle by bylo lepší, no. Ale
Good God, he's.
nemám na výběr.
All right. Good.
Tak doufám, že tentokrát to vyjde. No tak.
Look, good. Can we go?
Jdeme na to, dělej.
Yes.
Musíme ho zabít. Tentokrát to musí být.
It's
Who on earth did you think you are? You never had a
Help! Let's.
now.
Keep going. It's working.
You creatures are pitiful. Tell me, Emma, are you sure you're right to bring your sister back in that grotesque body?
Mortimer, is this how you managed to manipulate your brother?
Now, Louis, don't think you can change the topic so easily. The question remains open. Emma, after everything Emily has been through, a life lost creating this character,
Emily, I promised you we would find you a better body. I'll do everything in my power to help you.
No, stop, Emma. He's trying to manipulate you.
You killed her. And now you think she's just going to, what, leave it at that?
I know. You will never forgive me.
Don't listen to him, Emma. I swear, I mean you no harm.
Oh, shit. He's succeeding.
Emily, you have always been...
Emma, remember you were...
Great, Emma. I beseech you, let me help you. Let me protect you, darling.
Don't believe him, Emma. Look at what he did to Gregory, his own brother.
You have no idea who he really was. I knew him. I endured his bullying. He was a vicious manipulator. Look at yourselves. Why are you here? Who persuaded you to kill me? Your very own father. Don't you think that since your arrival here, at my home, if I really wanted to kill you, I would have had every opportunity?
Louis.
No, Emma. Don't believe him.
But Louis, it's true.
Jakoby,
Who persuaded us to attack him? Who whispered a plan in our ears? What can you say to dispute that? This is all your fault.
No, Emma.
Emma! Stop!
You know what?
Dobře. Zdáme ještě jednou.
Tightened his
Ne.
political...
On the contrary, Emma, Emily will be able to exist by herself. Once she's changed bodies, you'll finally be able to live your own separate lives.
No more resentment or comparisons ever again.
You'll be free at last, Emma.
Perfect.
Emily, you have always been the dominant. And you expect me to believe that you...
Emma, remember you were united.
Count on me,
Great.
sister.
As long as Emma does...
Emma, my dear, you are Duchess Hillsborough. I beseech you. Let me help you.
Ok, takže tohle ne. Kámo, jestli si prostě na potřetí vyberu ale špatnou tu možnost, tak už to asi ztratím. Don't listen to him, he doesn't love you. Look at her, trust your sister.
Emma, look at her. Look at Emily. You know her. She knows you.
But
Go on. Look at her. It is her. She loves you. She's counting on you.
Emma, help us.
My sister. Get him!
Louis! No!
Hřebík?
No, don't do it.
Udělej to.
It's over. You've lost.
No, Louis. No, stop. Oh. My son. You will regret your actions when you see him.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
Teď se všichni hezky uvolníme dáme nějakou hot and steamy 3 a bude nám všem moc dobře. To je takový pochybný s tím služebníkem. No. Mortimer je mrtvej, Holm je mrtvej. Se žádný večírky asi pořádat nebudou.
Von Wollner tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William.
No, koukneme se, jestli tady není něco novýho náhodou. Možná u Hillsborough by tam mohlo být něco novýho.
In order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita, after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess enabling Great Britain to build closer ties with the United States, on both political and commercial fronts, was her last diplomatic feat. She gradually withdrew from the English court and had to retire to the country, supported by her ever-present friend, the author Jane Austen. They say that the Duchess inspired her novel Emma, which became a bestseller in the year 1816. His Eminence Piaggi, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic commitments. Fascinated by the techniques of exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Sarah de Richet never returned from her trip to the English Isles. Her disappearance spelled the end for the Golden Order, and was the object of gossip for just a few days at the court of France. On his return to Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
I did not take Alazif back to the continent. Není možná lepší, když je schovaný tady a nikdo o něm neví? Jako nakonec přece jenom... jo, googlem tady Jane Austenovou Emu. Vypráví o životě v uzavřeném venkovském společenství, zobrazuje duševní vývoj mladé a emancipované hrdinky Emmy Woodhouseové. Tak jo, good ending. To je to, co jsem chtěl. Okay, který přežiju. Na druhou stranu tímhle rozhodnutím je ukončená činnost Golden Orderu. což možná není tak moc good, jo, ale já žiju. Moje ségry taky. O 2 démony míň. Možná mě teda akorát bude čekat nějaký face-off. S dědou po tom, co jsem... Já jsem zabil jenom jednoho vlastně. A z toho, co jsem tady tak jako poslouchal, tak by ani nemusel být tak moc nasraný, jo, vlastně. Takže jako good ending. Ve všech směrech. Každopádně skip. OK, kancel je dohranej teda. Jako začíná to fakt dobře. Jo. V začátku je to, vole, zajímavý, napínavý, všechno, zábavný to je. Pak ty vole třeba, nevím, tak od té 3. kapitoly to jde dolů. Jo. Ne, ty tam luštíš tu skurenou Bibli, vole, a to je ten první turning point. Pak seš tam někde v tom sklepení, jo, a musíš se tam zase hrabat v Bibli, vole, zjišťovat, co má vlastně ten obraz, vole, znamenat, najít to, vole, všechno to tam takhle, Já jakoby respektuju dobrý puzzle, já mám rád puzzly, ale prostě tohle je moc. To je hovno, to je absolutní píčovina. Počkej, takhle, můžeme, tohle mi nic neřekne, ale konkláve, face to face, trial of fate, to nevím, no. Ale jo, asi bych řekl, že někde u té půlky to pak jde dolů. Tyhle ty poslední už jsou fakt takový jenom jako jenom aby se to dohrál, jenom aby se dostal ke konci. Já nevím, co víc k tomu říct. Asi k tomu řeknu to, že se uvidíme zase někdy jindy u něčeho jiného. A do té doby zatím čus.